Okay, so our next piece for the music of Palm Sunday is the Christus, Factus est pro nobis by the Italian composer Felice Nerio. This piece is to highlight a little bit more the sorrowful aspect of today's liturgy. The text is taken from St. Paul's letter to the Philippians and is in fact the second reading for today's Mass. It also perfectly summarizes the Passion of Christ, so perfectly that it serves as the gospel acclamation for today's Mass. And we know the text, it's the Christ became obedient to the point of death, even death on a cross. Because of this, God greatly exalted him and bestowed on him the name which is above every name. And so this piece is what the choir would have sung, not necessarily as the gospel acclamation, but during the offertory to summarize essentially what we had heard in the Passion. Now, there are two things that I want you to listen for in this piece. First is you'll notice the striking dissonance or notes clashing against each other that happen at the very, very beginning between the alto and the soprano voices. And this dissonance continues and becomes even more poignant upon when we reach the word mortem, which is death. And then the second is we have this change in the music. It's about halfway through the piece. The music changes key and it changes meter. All of a sudden takes on a little bit more statelier, as if it were a dance. And this is to highlight the meaning of the text that it's saying, which is, because of this, God greatly exalted him. And so this brief shift into a happier mode helps us put the previous text into perspective, especially it's like when we put the Passion into the perspective of the resurrection. And so we get a brief glimpse into, as if we almost get a brief glimpse into eternity, and we see how things work out. I know we've all done this before, where we get to a part in the book where it becomes really dramatic and sad, and we kind of skip ahead to the end to make sure that our hero comes out all right. And so you get that sense with this brief change into the happier moment of this piece. And then we do indeed come back to the more sorrowful and tragic moments of the rest of the piece when we talk about the name which is above every name. So the link will be coming up below. I hope you enjoy, and God bless you.